See, if you look at this graph, this is the graph between object distance and image distance. See here, I have plotted one table. This table is for object distance and image distance. I will plot the graph. How the graph looks here for the along x-axis if I take object distance, along y-axis if I take image distance. Correct now? When object is at minus infinity, image distance is at f0. Correct now? When object is at minus infinity, this is object distance. Minus infinity means somewhere here. Correct now? When minus infinity, what is that? The object is image is at means f0. So I will consider this point. This is one point. Correct now? When object is at minus 2 f0, image is at 2 f0. When object distance is minus 2 f0, image is at 2 f0. This is one point. Got it now? When object is at minus f0, image is at plus or minus infinity. When object is at plus f0, minus f0, image is at plus or minus infinity. This is plus or minus infinity upward. Correct now? When object is 0, image is 0. Plus or minus infinity means for minus f0, this is one point I will consider object distance minus infinity here I will consider. 0. When object is at f0, object is at f0, this is f0. Image is at where? f0 point. This is the point. Got it now? When object is at plus infinity, image is at f0. This is the point. So if I plot a graph, this graph will be rectangular hyperbola here also. It is hyperbola. Here it will be like this. Here it will be hyperbola graph. Why you are learning graph means, if you talk about the coordinate of this point, if they give graph direction, they will not give all these lines. Suddenly in convex lens, VU graph they will give. And they will give you this curve. This curve. If they give you this curve, if I join this angle by making 45 degree, what is this point coordinates? This point coordinates will be minus 2 f0, comma 2 f0. Yes or no? Minus 2 f0, comma 2 f0. So what I am trying to tell you is, I am trying to tell you that by just knowing the graph, what you can find? You can find the focal length. If you know the coordinates of this point, you can find the focal length of the lens. Correct now? You can find the focal length. For that purpose, application part is. They will ask sometimes. What they will ask? They will give the graph like this. They will directly just draw the graph. These lines will be not drawn, and they will ask you focal length. And they will give the coordinates of this point. Correct now? So this is what the graph is. This is one thing. And from this graph, what we can find, you can see. Correct now? This will go at f0. This will go at this one. They might give you this distance. If they give you this distance, means this is also object distance. Correct now? Here also, if they give you this distance, they are going to give you image distance, which is f0. Like this, you must know this graph about very clearly. This is one of the way determination of focal length of a lens using graphical method. How you are determining? If you know the coordinates, you can determine the focal length of the lens. This is for convex lens. You can see for convex lens, what is that? This is u, v minus infinity. I have plotted a table already. Wherever object is there, image distance is formed. What happens here? When image is at object is at infinity, minus infinity. Yes or no? This is minus infinity. When object is at minus infinity, where is the image formed? Image formed is at minus f0. This is v, so image formed at minus f0. This is the point minus infinity, so here at this point. Correct now? At this point. Then, when object is at minus f0, image is at minus f0 by 2. Okay? when object is at minus f0, image is at minus f0 by 2. Let me draw one line here. If I draw one line, this point is minus f0 by 2. Image, correct now? So image is at minus f0 by 2. So the intersection of minus f0 by 2. This is the point. This is the point. Correct now? Now then, what is that? When image object is at 0, when object distance is at 0, where will be image? 0. This is the point. Then, when object is at f0, image is at plus or minus infinity. This is plus infinity when object is at f0. This is minus infinity. This is minus infinity. Correct now? Next, when object is at 2f0, when object is at 2f0, where is the image? Minus 2f0. So this point. When object is at 2f0, this side, image distance is minus 2f0. From here, minus means this point. Got it now? This point. So another point I didn't give maybe. No problem. When object is at plus infinity, what will happen? When object is at plus infinity, image will be at minus f0. Somewhere here. If I plot a graph, one graph will be joining like this, rectangular hyperbola. Another graph will be this point, this point, this point. It will be like this. Got it now? One graph is like this, another graph is like this. If you join a line making angle 45 degree, this coordinate and this coordinate are, what is that? 2f0 minus 2f0. Sorry. Correct. 2f0 minus 2f0. Yes or no? So 2f0 along x-axis minus 2f0 along y-axis. So this is how you need to find, what is that? Are you able to see? 2f0 minus comma 2f0. 2f0 minus comma 2f0. I believe you are able to see this point. Not sure. I think you can see this point. Got it, no? Okay. So this is about concave graph. Let us move on. Let us study about combination of lenses. I will consider two lenses. Lens L1, L2. This is having focal length f1. This is having focal length f2. Got it? Imagine that one object is there. It will go like this. After passing through first lens, imagine that it is going to form an image. Correct now? Let us take it as I1. So what happens? Again it is passing through second lens. So again it is going to get bent. Final image is formed. So if I take from this midpoint, as this is object distance and this is image distance for the first one, V1, and this is final image distance from the midpoint P, correct one? I can calculate certain relations here. What is that? Refraction through lens 1. Refraction through lens 1. Diffraction through lens 1 is given by 1 by f is equal to 1 by f1 is equal to 1 by v1 minus 1 by v. Refraction through second surface, second lens, sorry. Refraction through second lens is given by 1 by F2 is equal to 1 by V2 minus 1 by V1. Got it? 1 by V2 minus 1 by V1. Now what I can tell you that from equation 1 and 2, if I adding equation 1 and 2, why I have taken object distance as V1? Because for this lens, this V1, I1 is the object for second lens. Correct now? Adding equation 1 and 2, adding equations 1 and 2, what I am going to get? 1 by F1 plus 1 by F2 will be equal to 1 by V1 minus 1 by U plus 1 by V2. Okay. This one will get cancelled. The final image, this is not V2, this has to be V. Finally we get 1 by V minus 1 by U. Where this 1 by V minus 1 by U, I can call it as equivalent focal length of these two lenses. Equivalent focal length of these two lenses. If n number of lenses are there, then I can write 1 by F equivalent is equal to 1 by F1 plus F2 plus F3 goes on up to 1 by F4. Got it? Huh? It goes on up to 1 by F4. So this is about equivalent focal length. Correct now? From this you can even write power, because power is defined as what? Power is defined as since P is equal to 1 by F equivalent, P1 is equal to 1 by F1, P2 is equal to 1 by F2. Combination of power of lengths, P equivalent, combination of power of lengths can be written as P1 plus P2 plus P3 goes on up to P. Got it now? Up to P. See, two combination of lenses is there. One lens is f1 is equal to 10 cm, f2 is equal to minus 20 cm. Find the lateral magnification produced by the combination. What do you need to find? Find the lateral magnification, combination magnification. Correct now? So I will find the final image formed due to these two lenses. Then I can find what? I can find what is that? One way to finding final image, then M is equal to V by U. Using the combination of length, first I will find the equivalent focal length. If I find the equivalent focal length, using length formula, again I can find what? I will find the focal length of this combination. Then I can apply to the what is that? Using length formula, I can find image distance, final image distance. From that I can find magnification. Correct now? So solution equivalent focal length is given by 1 by F is equal to 1 by F1 plus 1 by F2. 1 by F is equal to, in this case F1 is 10, 1 by 10 minus 1 by 20. 20 minus 10, it is 10, 10 divided by 2. So F is equal to plus 20 cm. F is equal to plus 20 cm. Once you find F using length formula, we will find 1 by F is equal to 1 by V minus 1 by U, or 1 by V is equal to 1 by F plus 1 by U. Substitute the value. 1 by V is equal to, what is 1 by F? F is 20. 1 by 20 minus 1 divided by object distance is how much? Minus 10. It has to be minus 10. Here minus of minus will become plus. So 1 by 20 plus 1 by 10 will become how much? I will multiply there 2. This will become 3 by 200. 3 by 20. How much? 3 by 20. I'm sure. Let us check once again. e minus 1 by u. Sorry guys, here I made one mistake. This is 1 plus, no? This is plus, this is minus 10. This is plus and this is minus 10. That is what I was thinking. So this will become what? This will become minus 1 by 20. So V is equal to how much? V is equal to minus 20 centimeters. Correct now? V is equal to minus 20 centimeters. What is asking? Find the lateral magnification. M is equal to V by U. For this combination, what is the lateral magnification? V by U. What is the value of V? Minus 20. So minus 20 divided by U is minus 10. So this will become how much? Plus 2. Plus 2 means magnification. Positive means which type of image? Erect image is formed. And 2 means enlarged image is formed. One more question we have. There is a combination of one convex lens, one concave lens and another convex lens. The radius of curvature of this surface and this surface is 10 cm. The radius of curvature of this surface and this surface is 20 cm. Now find the equivalent focal length of this system. Okay, this 3 by 2, this is F1. This is F1 focal length, F2 focal length, F3 focal length. Correct now? This is here. This refractive index is 6 by 5 for concave lens, 8 by 5 for convex lens, 3 by 2 for convex lens. Got it now? I need to find equivalent focal length. How to find equivalent focal length of the system? Using length, refractive index are given. What is that? Radius of curvature is given. 1 by f is equal to mu minus 1 into 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. This is the formula. For first case, 1 by f1 will become what? How much? Mu is how much? 3 by 2. 3 by 2 minus 1 into 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2 means it will become 1 by 10 minus 1 by 10. If I talk about 1 by f2, 1 by f2 also same thing. 6 by 5 minus 1 into what is radius of curvature for the first surface? This is for this minus will come. This is the first surface for concave. This is the second surface. For first surface, minus will come how much? Minus 10. Minus second surface is plus. So second surface is plus means it is about how much? 20. Plus 20. For third, 1 by f3. 8 by 5 minus 1 into first surface is positive how much? 20 minus of minus 20. Got it? Now solve for this. This will become 1 by 2. 1 by 2. Sorry, this is not 1 by 2. Correct. It is 1 by 2 and this will become how much? 1 by 2 plus 2 by 10. So this is going to become 1 by 10 centimeters. Correct? This one let us calculate. This will become 1 by 5. Here minus 10 plus 20. Correct? Minus 10 plus 20. So I will multiply here by 2, here by 2. If I multiply here and here by 2, this will become minus 2 minus 1, minus 3. Minus 3 divided by how much? 20. Here what is there? 1 by 5. So minus 3 by 5 into 20. 5 2s are 10. This will become minus 3 by 100. Calculate 1 by f3 value for this. So 8 by 5, this will become 3 by 5. This will become 3 by 5. Here 3 by 5 into 2 by 20. 3 by 5 into 3 by 5 into 2 by 20. So this will become 5 2s are 100, 3 2s are 6. 6 by 100. What is it? 6 by 100. Now combination F is equal to 1 by F1 plus 1 by F2 plus 1 by F3. Got it now? This is the combination of this complete length. How much it will be? 1 by 10 minus 3 by 100 plus 6 by 100. Multiply here by 10. This will become 10. Then here nothing else. 10 minus 3, 7. 7 plus 6 will be 13. So this will become 1 by F will become 13 by 100 or F will become 100 by 13 centimeters. This is the answer. Got it, no? This is the answer. See guys, I almost all forgot to tell you deviation by thin lenses. So I am taking it is useful for us. Okay. So what is deviation by thin lenses means? If I take one convex lens, imagine one ray is coming such that it is taking a height of h. Object light is coming from infinity. Now after passing through this lens, it has to pass through focus point. If I extend this line, this angle I call it as deviation. Are you understanding? This angle I call it as deviation. And another way diagram also I can take. Let me take one convex lens, one object is placed here, one light of ray is coming here, such that this height is h. This height what I am measuring? I am measuring from the optical center. This height h. Correct now? So again think that the image is formed after getting converged. This is being applied for even concave lens also. So this angle is what? Sorry. If I extend this line, this angle is what? Deviation. You can find the deviation here. In this case here, tan dou is equal to h by f. Tan dou is h by f. Got it now? For paraxial rays means you know, which are nearer to the principal axis, angle dou becomes small. So tan dou will become nearly equal to dou. So dou is equal to h by f. This is the basic formula, deviation produced by thin lens. Got it now? Deviation produced by thin lens. Here if you see, in this case what happens? Here also d h by f only it will come. If you consider this is minus u and this is plus v, correct now? Here, if I take this angle as theta 1 and this angle as theta 2, see you can write here dou is equal to theta 1 plus theta 2. Correct now? Dou is equal to theta 1 plus theta 2. Sum of two interior angles is equal to exterior angle, you can write. Now, see here theta 1 can be written as, since tan theta 1 nearly equal to theta 1 is equal to how much? H by minus u. As well as same thing, h by minus u. Same thing, tan theta 2 is equal to, nearly equal to theta 2 is equal to h by v. Yes or no? H by v. So you substitute here, dou is equal to, again what you will get? H by minus u plus h by v, or dou is equal to h into 1 by v minus 1 by u. So dou is equal to h by f. So this is the standard format. Deviation is nothing but the height of the ray, perpendicular distance from the optical center to the height where it is meeting. That is the ratio of this h and the focal length. From this you can understand, wherever also you keep the object, deviation produced by lens does not depend on the object distance. It depends on two things. One is this height, another one is focal length. If you change focal length of the lens, if you change the meeting point, deviation of the light is going to change. What is the deviation light is going to change. Now, since we have studied about the combination of lengths, when they are placed very near each other, they will act like an equivalent focal length. In the same manner, when they are being placed a little bit far away with certain distance t, how to find the equivalent focal length? From that point of view, if you are going a little bit deeper inside to the combination of lengths placed at a distance from each other. Lens, if I am placing a little bit distance between two lenses, I am talking about that. I am talking about if I place a lens, now not very near, but I am talking about a lens little bit distance with certainty. If I place a lens like this, are we able to produce equivalent focal length of the lens? This is first question. If we are producing, what is that? Or we are unable to produce equivalent focal length. For this I found out equivalent focal length. For this combination can we find? Let us study for that. I am talking about those things right now. Correct now? Lens placed apart but object at infinity, lens placed apart and object at finite distance. Correct now? So when I am placing the two lenses with distance d, there are two possibilities in there. One object light is coming from infinity, another object is at finite distance. Correct now? Object is at finite distance. We are going to find equivalent focal length of the lens for these two cases. When I place the two lenses with distance d, what will be the equivalent focal length when object light is coming from infinity? Correct now? That is what I am going to find right now. Let us find. So first heading I am going to rub lenses placed apart and object at finite distance. First we will talk about lenses placed apart but object at infinity. What is the object at infinity? Let me consider one lens, L1. This is L2. This is having focal length F1. Focal length. Correct now? This is the point P1. This is the point P2. Imagine that one light is coming from the infinity, parallel light. Infinity means parallel light is coming. See, after making, what is that? Let's take the distance between these two lenses. It will get converged. Correct now? If it gets converged, again from here, what is going to happen? Again it will get converged. This, if I extend line, this is image produced by I1. The final image is this one. That is I2. Got it now? Now see here. I am going to find when two lenses are placed like this with a distance d, what is the equivalent focal length of this system? What is the equivalent focal length of this system? How I am going to find? See here, I will just extend this line. If this L1 lens was not there, this angle will be to dou 1. It makes a deviation dou 1. Correct? Yes or no? This light was supposed to go like this. If this L1 lens was not there, this light was supposed to go like this. But due to the presence of this lens, it is bending. What is the deviation produced? Dou 1. Correct now? Again here, this was supposed to move like this, but it has gone like this. What is this angle? This angle is dou 2. This angle is dou 2. Correct now? If I extend this line, which line? If I extend the final ray after passing through the lens tube, what will happen? It is going to join the line of incident. So this angle will be dou. Correct now? This angle will be dou. The total deviation produced due to this combination. This is dou 2. This is dou 2. If I consider this height as h1, this height as h2. I am talking about this height. This height is h1. This height as h2. What will be this height? This height will be h1 minus h2. Got it now? This height will be h1 minus h2. Let me draw one line here. At this point, what is happening? It is just like the light is passing through this. If light was traveling from infinity like this, it got deviated like this by tau. So this line, if I place one lens, at this line, if I place one lens, this lens will act like an equivalent focal length. Yes or no? This lens will act like an equivalent focal length. Let me draw it properly. Correct? Because if this lens was not there, now I will use this. Instead of this, if I place one lens here, I will use this combination. If I place one lens here such that this lens is having focal length F equivalent, such that if the parallel beam of light passes through it, it has to make deviation tau. Correct now? It has to make deviation tau. Yes or no? It has to be deviation tau. Now total deviation of this combination, if you ask me, correct now? What is the total deviation? If you ask me, let us consider this point first A, E. Let us consider this point as E. Correct now? See here. Total deviation is dou1 plus dou2. In this case, dou is equal to, I can write, what is that? Dou is equal to what? Let me write this here. Focal length where I am taking, this is S equivalent. What is this distance? If ray was supposed to fall like this, deviation could have happened. What is this distance? This distance is again h1. Correct now? This distance is again h1 because this distance is h1. So I can write dou is equal to h1 divided by F equivalent will be equal to dou1 h1 divided by F1 plus dou2 h2 divided by F2. Correct now? Combination, deviation, previously you studied. Correct now? So this is how I can tell. Still it is not finished. Correct now? Now I want to eliminate h2. So to eliminate h2, what I will do is, look at this triangle. Look at this triangle. If you look at that triangle, what you can understand, this is right angle triangle. Yes or no? This is right angle triangle. Tan dou1, this is h1 minus h2. I can write h1 minus h2 as opposite by base. What is base? This is base. This is dou1. Correct now? This angle is dou1. So this is base, this is height. I can write h1 minus h2 is equal to base into tan dou1. What is that? Base into tan dou1. So here, since what is that? Tan dou1 can be written as h1 by f1, or tan dou1 is nearly equal to dou1. I can write this as h1 minus h2 will be equal to how much? Dou1 means what? h1 by f1. What it is? Paraxial regions I am talking. Correct now? Paraxial regions. So this will be what? If I take this side, this will become h2 is equal to h1 minus 1 minus, sorry, here this will become b into H1 by F1. So this will become H1 is equal to 1 minus D divided by F1. Got it now? D divided by F1. So substitute here. Equation, not here, where? Here. Let us take equation 1, equation. From equation 1 and 2. From equation 1 and 2. Look at it. From equation 1 and 2. Observe equation 1 and 2. First. Did you observe? Did you observe? So I will rub these things. I will rub these things. From equation 1 and 2, H2 I will substitute here. What will happen? What will happen? It will become H1 into 1 minus D divided by F1. Got it now? So 1 by equivalent. This is H1, right now? So H1 is getting cancelled. 1 by F equivalent will become 1 by F1 plus 1 by F2 minus 1 by F2 minus, sorry, 1 by F2 minus D into 1 F1 into. This is one of the result what we got. This result is important only for when the two lenses are placed with distance D and having equivalent distance how much? If you want to find equivalent focal length of the lens when object is coming at infinity. If object is not coming at infinity, this formula is not applicable. Now only I am telling. Correct now? So this is applied only when these many conditions are there. From this even we can write what? From this even we can write power equivalent for this combination. P1 plus P2 minus D into P1 into P2. This is one thing. Then let us find the location of lens. Where this lens is located? Equivalent lens is located. Correct now? I will find the distance from second lens. This is the distance I need to find. This equivalent lens, if I find this distance, I can find what? Location of equivalent lens from second lens. Distance I can find. Correct now? So I will write one heading. What is that? Distance of equivalent lens, distance of equivalent lens from lens to. What is that? This distance. If I take this distance, what is that? Let us take what? This distance as S. Correct now? This distance as S. So S is equal to what I will get? This distance. Or let us take capital D. Not S, let us take capital D. Distance of the lens, equivalent lens, which produces the combination of the focal length of these two lenses which are separated by distance D when object is coming from infinity. Correct now? So D is equal to, look at this triangle. Look at this triangle. From this triangle, this angle is dou. This angle is dou. This is 90 degrees. I can write opposite. This is opposite my base. So I can write D is equal to H1 minus H2. H1 minus H2, this is opposite side, into cot dou. Correct? H1 minus H2 into cot dou. Tan dou is H1 by H2 divided by D. Correct now? Or better I will write that stuff. From this triangle, I can write tan dou is H1 minus H2 divided by capital D. Capital D is equal to H1 minus H2 into cot dou or tan dou. This I can write H1 minus H2 divided by dou because tan dou is nearly equal to dou. Or tan dou only you take. What is that? What is the value of tan dou? tan dou is h1 by f equivalent. Correct now? I have written before. Tan dou is dou. What is the dou of this lens? Of this lens, what is the dou? h1 by f equivalent. So I can write here this equation h1 minus h2. Previously you calculated. What is that? h1 minus h2 is nothing but d into h1 by f1. Correct now? D into h1 by f1. Previously you go through the derivation, you will understand. So h1 minus h2 is h1 divided by d into h1 divided by f1. You can check that. Whole divided by h1 divided by f equivalent. You can check this. Previously, whatever the dou values I have written, h1 minus h2 value, you check it. h1 minus h2 value, I can write d into h1 by f1. How? Look at this triangle. From this triangle, dou 1, tan dou 1 is equal to what? Tan dou 1 is equal to h1 minus h2 divided by d. h1 minus h2 is equal to d tan dou 1 by d. h1 minus h2 is equal to d tan dou 1. Or tan dou 1 can be written as dou 1. So d into h1 by f1. This will be the case. h1 is getting cancelled. So capital D is small d into f equivalent divided by f1. This is very important relation we have. What is that? This is very important relation. If you know the focal length of first lens, if you know the equivalent focal length, you can find the distance of this lens where I can keep from the second lens such that it produces the same focal length as this a combination is producing. See, two lenses are given which are being placed by distance d. One object is coming. Let us take this as L1 lens, L2 lens. Focal length of this lens is 20 cm. This lens is both of them are having same focal length 20 cm. Find the image of a distant object formed by the combination. After passing one object from infinity, when that light ray comes and falls on the lens L1, what is the final image formed due to this combination? First method you learned, what is that? First you apply refraction lens formula to this, find the image distance for this lens, then apply, this is one method, correct now? You will find an image for this lens, that image will act an object to this lens and find that another image distance from this lens. That previously one method you have learned. Here, using the concept of equivalent focal length, I am going to find. How to find? First I will find, let's say the equivalent focal length is here somewhere. I don't know, somewhere it is here. Let us take this is equivalent focal length. So I will find the focal length of this equivalent. 1 by f eq is equal to 1 by f1 plus 1 by f2 minus d divided by f1 f2. 1 by f equivalent will be equal to 1 by f1 is how much? 1 by f1 is 20. So this will become 1 by 20 plus 1 by 20 minus 60 divided by 20 into 20, 400. So you multiply here, this will become 2 by 20. 2 by 20. Correct now? 2 by 20. So I can write, this is what? 2 by 400. I will cancel into 2 into 2. This will become 4. 4 means 4 minus 6, 2. This will become 40. So minus f equivalent is equal to minus 40 by 4 by 2. Correct now? 200. So 20 minus 20 centimeter. The combination of this lens will not act like convex, but it will act like a concave lens. When object is coming at infinity, the combination of this lens acts like a concave lens. Yes or no? See the deviation. The deviation produced is how much? what is that? Focal length is negative for this type of lens. For diverging lens, this has to be diverging lens. Once you know this, second thing I will find the location. Correct now? Now, what is that? Once I know this focal length of this equivalent lens, imagine now the same light ray is falling. Wherever the image formed by this equivalent lens position is there only the combination of these two images are formed. Yes or no? Correct now? So I will find that. How to find? Using lens formula. Using lens formula, I will find the image distance for this equivalent focal length. So 1 by focal equivalent will be equal to 1 by V minus 1 by U. Correct? Huh? 1 by U. So how much it is? 1 by V is how much? We need to calculate. U is infinity. So this will become 1 divided by minus 20 is equal to 1 by V, which will be equal to minus 1 by infinity. So V is equal to minus 20 centimeter. From this lens, the image formed is somewhere how much? Let us take somewhere here in between them only. So I don't know. Back side how much? Minus 20 centimeter. Sorry. So the image formed is always at the object distance only minus 20 centimeter. So that thing is finished. Now I will find the location of the lens. I will find the location of the lens. What is that? Where it is located from this second lens. D is equal to what? D is equal to small d into D is equal to small d into F divided by F1. D is equal to small d into F equivalent divided by F1. In this case, this is 20 centimeter, F equivalent is minus 20 centimeter, D is 60 centimeter. So the position distance from the second lens, where this lens is there, is 60 into F equivalent how much? Minus 20 divided by how much this is? F1, 20. So D is equal to how much you will get? Minus 60 centimeter. Are you understanding? When I got D is equal to minus 60 centimeter, it means that this lens is not located here. It means that the lens is not located here. This one I have taken positive in the formula. From here it is located around 60 centimeter. Are you understanding? The equivalent lens is making 60 centimeter towards the right side. It is making towards the side. The combination of these two lenses now is making at this position from the second surface. Because 60 means it will be here. Plus minus 60 means this side. Correct? No? So that means from here image is produced where final image? Minus 20 centimeters. So this is 60, this is minus 20. From second lens, the image formed is 40 centimeters. You can try this problem from first method. What is that? Using lens formula for the both cases. Got it now? This is one of the problems. Let us come to lenses placed apart and object at final distance. This is one lens. This is another lens. Now the case is distance between them is D. This is L1. This is L2. If I take one object, the rays will pass like this. Imagine this is I1 produced by this. And this will pass like this. This is final image I2. Correct now? Final image I2. So in this case, what is the equivalent focal length of the lens? Is you cannot find it. What is that? You cannot find it out. Why? Because there is no possibility. In this case, you have to deal the lenses individually. You have to deal the cases. How to deal individually? Find out the you cannot find equivalent focal lengths. You can find individually focal lengths, and you can find individual focal length you have to find, or if you know individual focal lengths, you have to find the image distance by using lens formula individually. Got it now? So this is about the combination of lenses. Now see here. Now two lenses are there which has been kept distance apart by d, and object is at finite distance. So in this case you cannot find equivalent focal length type of method. You have to go it individually. Correct now? So how to go it individually? I'll apply lens formula here and here. Got it now? So then I will find what? I'll find the final image form. Find the position of final image and its complete magnification after passing through this. So see here. For L1, lens 1, 1 by f is equal to 1 by f1 will be equal to 1 by v1 minus 1 by u. So 1 by v1 will be equal to 1 by f1 plus 1 by u. 1 by f1 plus 1 by u. What is f1? 20 centimeter. So 1 by 20 minus of minus 10. This will become plus into 2. If it becomes plus into 2, this will become 3 by 20. So V1 will be equal to how much? 20 by 3 centimeter. Plus V1 is how much? 20 by 3 is more than 5 centimeter. So somewhere image is formed behind this lens. Correct now? It is more plus 20 by 3 means it is more than 5 centimeter. Somewhere it is formed here. Correct now? I1 somewhere is formed. For L2, who is the object? He will be the object. 1 by F2 is equal to 1 by V1 minus 1 by V2 minus final image minus 1 by V1 is positive here, so I can write this one as, what is that? 1 by V1, I can write it as 1 by F2, sorry, 1 by V2 can be written as 1 by V2 can be written as 1 by F2 plus 1 by V1. Am I right? Sorry guys, here simple mistakes I have made. Here 1 by V1 is 1 by F1 plus 1 by minus 2. This will become wrong. This will become how much? This will become minus 10. Correct now? Into 2 you multiply. If you multiply into 2, this will become 2, 1. This will become minus. This will become minus 2 minus 1 by 20. So V1 will be equal to how much? Minus 20 centimeters. V1 will be equal to how much? Minus 20 centimeters. That means object is not formed here. Sorry, image is not formed here. Image is formed somewhere here. I1. With what distance? Minus 20 centimeters. How much? Minus 20 centimeters. After passing through this lens. Next, after this, here same thing. 1 by F3 is equal to V2 minus V1. So 1 by V2 is equal to 1 by F2 plus 1 by V1. This will be equal to what is 1 by F2? F2 value is 10. 1 by 10 plus 1 divided by, find this distance. This is 20. This is 5. This will act an object to this lens. 20 plus 5 is minus 25. Here it is minus 25. If it is minus 25, 250, that is minus 25 plus 10, minus 15 divided by 2. Minus 15 divided by 250. So V2 how much we will get? V2 you are getting equal to 250 divided by minus 15. How much? 5 3 is 5 5. So V2 is equal to minus 50 by 3 centimeter. The image formed after this length is where? Minus 50 by 3. The image formed is minus 50 by 3. Let me check once again. Sorry guys, this is not minus 15 by 250. See, minus by 25 minus 10. 25 minus 10 is again, it is 15 by 250. It is not minus 15 by 250. That's what I felt it somewhere I have done wrong. This will become 250 by 15. It will become 50 by 3 centimeter. 50 by 3 centimeter. Correct now? This is 15 by 250. 25 minus 10. So 50 by 3 means the final image towards the right side, somewhere here I2 from this lens form. How much? 50 by 3 centimeter. This is the final position of the image. I found out. Next, find if I trace the ray, how the ray is going means next state one ray is traveling like this, one ray is traveling like this. Wherever the coincidence of refracted ray is there, their image is there. Wherever the coincidence of incident ray is there, their object is there. Now one ray will go like this, after refraction again it will go keep on moving straight. Another ray, let's say it is moving like this. Now first image is formed here means what I can say? It is getting converged like this such that here first image is formed, virtual image. After this ray will go and it will bend such that final image is formed. For him who is an object, I1 was an object for this lens. I1 was an object for this lens. Now let us find magnification. What we shall find? We shall find magnification. So to find overall magnification, I told you in certain numerical, total magnification of these type of combination lenses or mirrors, when one image will act as an object to the next component of the lens or next component of the mirror, overall magnification is given by M1 into M2 into M3 goes on, total magnification of this combination. Find out M1 in this case. M1 is V1 by U. What is V1? Minus 10 divided by U. U is minus 10. Sorry, V1 is not minus 10, minus 20 divided by minus 10. So what is that? This will become plus 2. This will become plus 2. M2 is, who is the image? Who is an object? Minus 25. Correct now? So image is 50 by 3. 50 by 3 into minus 25. Sorry, I have to write here. What is that? V2 divided by U2. U2 is how much? U2 is minus 25. So I didn't write there. Don't get confused because these type of problems you have solved more. That is why I didn't write there. So V2 by U2 is how much? V2 is 50 by 3 divided by minus 25. So minus 25 means M2. You are going to get the value. How much? This is 25 minus 2 by 3. Minus 2 by 3 is the magnification. So overall total magnification is M1 into M2. That is plus 2 into minus 2 by 3. So the total magnification of this combination is minus 4 by 3. Final image is formed as enlarged image. Correct no? The total magnification is minus 4 by 3. Enlarged image. One problem is that 3 lenses are combined. They are kept like this with certain distances. Find the nature and position of final image and also its height. Find the position and nature of final image and also its height. Got it, no? So here, if you look at this, the image formed by this lens will be an object to this lens, and the image formed by this lens will be an object to this lens. Got it, no? So simply I keep on finding what? I keep on finding the values of object distance such that I will get the, what is the question? Find the nature and position of the final image I am going to get it. So according to this given details, if I say, what are the given details if I talk about it? For this power of the lens he has given. If I consider this is P f1, this is having focal length f2, this is having focal length f3, or I will consider this is lens 1, this is lens 2, this is lens 3. I will consider the name of this lens as like this. So P1 is equal to 1 by f1, P2 is equal to 1 by f2, and P3 is equal to 1 by f3. So here f1 will be equal to 1 divided by 16.66, f2 is equal to minus 1 divided by 16.66, and f3 is equal to 1 divided by 16.66. So I believe this value will be around 0.075. Correct? The value of this is not a 0.075. You will get 0.06. 0.06. meter, because the diopter is calculated when h value is 1 meter. Correct now? So f1 is 0.06, f2 is minus 0.06 meter, and f3 is 0.06 meter. Again it is 0.06 meter. So you know the focal length. Find out for the first lens. For L1, object distance is how much? 24 centimeter. For L1, object distance is 24 centimeter. Image distance we need to find. F1 is how much? F1 is 0.06 meter, which is nothing but 6 centimeters. 0.06 meter means 6 centimeter. It is 6 centimeter. Got it, no? It is 6 centimeter. So 1 by f1 will be equal to 1 by b1 minus 1 by u. So 1 by b1 is equal to 1 by f1 plus 1 by u. So 1 by f1 is how much? 1 by 6. 1 by 6. 1 by 6 minus plus, minus 1 divided by minus 2. Sorry, not minus, I am very sorry. Plus divided by 1 divided by minus 24. So here minus sign is there, you multiply this with 4. 6 4s are 24. 6 3s are 18, 6 4s are 24. Correct? So 24 minus 1. How much? 24 minus 1 is 23. So this will become how much? V1 will become, sorry, not 24 minus 1 into 4, no? 4 minus 1 3. 3 means it will become, V1 will become 24 divided by 3. 24 divided by 3 is how much? 8 centimeter. So V1 is equal to plus 8 centimeter. How much? V1 is equal to plus 8 centimeter. So you can see that from this lens, 8 centimeter this side image is formed. How much? 8 centimeter from this lens. About this is 4, this is 6 means somewhere here I1 image is formed. Forget about these two lenses. I am talking only due to this lens. first image is formed here. How much it is? 8 centimeters. How much it is? 8 centimeters. Now this will act an object to this lens. Correct? Huh? This I1 image will act like an object to this lens. What is the object distance from this point to this point? This is the object distance. Correct? Huh? This will be object distance. What is this distance? This is 8 centimeter. This is 4 centimeter. 8 minus 4 is, this is 4 centimeter. For second object, what is the, for second lens, what is the object distance? Object distance is 4 centimeter from the second lens. So we will take that. Let us talk about second lens. For L2, what is that? Object distance is how much? Plus 4 centimeter. It is plus 4 centimeter. Plus 4 centimeter. This is plus 4 centimeter. We need to find V2. Due to this, somewhere V2 is formed. So, V2 we need to find. F2 is how much? Minus 0, minus 6 centimeter. Minus 6 centimeter. So, I am going to rub this. One by F2 will be equal to 1 by V2 minus 1 by. Correct now? 1 by. So 1 by F2. How much? This is the case. 1 by minus 6 is equal to 1 by V2 minus 1 by 4. This will become 1 by V2 is equal to 1 by 4 minus 1 by 6. 1 by 4 minus 1 by 6. This is into 6, this is into 4. Correct now? This is 6 4 is 24. 6 minus 4, 2. 2 divided by 24. So, V2 will be equal to how much? V2 will be equal to, this is 1 by 2 value, 12 centimeters. That too plus 12. That too plus 12 centimeter. That means what I am trying to tell you, from this, if you go right side about 12 centimeter, the image due to this object I1 in the concave lens is formed. The image due to concave lens, who was the object for this concave lens? I1 was the object. I1 was the object. So here it is formed. What distance? 12 centimeter from distance. Now I2 will act like an object to this convex lens. What is that object distance now? This is 12 centimeter. This is 6 centimeter. So 12 minus 6 is, this will be 6 centimeter. This will be 6 centimeter. Got it done? So for L3, object distance becomes what? Plus 6 centimeters. Plus 6 centimeters. You have to find final image distance. Let us take V. And F is how much? F value 8.33 diopter. Oh, sorry. Previously I have written. Previously I have written for everything power of the third lens is wrong. Power of the third lens P3 is equal to 1 by F3. So F3 is equal to 1 by P3. How much P3? 8.33. P3 is 8.33. What is that? P3 is 8.33. That will be equal to how much? 0.12 meter. You will get it as 0.12 meter, which will be equal to F3. If you calculate, you will get 12 centimeter. Positive value 12 centimeter is the focal length of the third lens. In the starting of the solution, blindly I have done F3 also same value. I didn't see that, so note it down. This part has to be taken. Correct? So I will find from this, I will apply what is that? Lens formula. If I apply lens formula, 1 by F3 is equal to 1 by V minus 1 by U. In this case, U is plus 6 centimeter. 1 by V is equal to 1 by F3 plus 1 by U. What is F3? 12 centimeter. 1 by 12 plus what is U? Plus 6 centimeter. So this will become into 2 into 2. So it will become 3 by 12. So V is equal to 4 centimeter. So from this point about 4 centimeter, final image is formed. From this point about 4 centimeter, final image is formed. Got it now? So it is also having a positive value. Next, what is the question? The next question is find the magnification. Correct now? Position. Find the nature and position of it. This is the position of the image. From third lens, it is having final image at 4 centimeters from the third lens. Correct now? Okay. So I will find it out now. Nature. To find the nature of this lens, to find the nature of this image, what I will do is I will calculate the magnification due to this complete combination. Magnification due to this complete combination. How I am going to calculate? Overall magnification is given by M1 into M2 into M3. Goes on. I told you this is the definition of for the combination when one image will act as an object for other lens or other mirror. This overall magnification is defined as magnification of the combination is M1 into M2 into M3 goes on up to Mn. I told you this, correct? This is applied for the condition of combination of mirror and lenses anywhere when one image of one particular optical component becomes object to other optical component. I told you this before. So you will find now 3 are there means magnification due to 3 lenses. Let us find M1. M1 is given by V by U generally. In this case, what is V? What is V in this case? In this case, V is, I have drawn here, how much? 8 centimeter. U is minus 24 centimeter. I1 was the image distance for the first lens. So 8 divided by minus 12. 8 divided by, sorry, not 12. Minus 24. So you will get minus 1 by 3 as the magnification of first lens. Minus 1 by 3. M2 if you calculate again V by U. What is the value of object distance? Plus 4, sorry, image distance. For this I2 is the image. How much? 12 centimeter. Object is this I1, 4 centimeter. So 12 centimeter divided by 4. 12 divided by 4. How much it is? Plus 3. It is plus 3. Next. M3. What is that? M3. M3 is what? For this, where was the object? 6 centimeter. I2 was the object. Where is the final image? 4 centimeter. So M3 is equal to object image distance is here. Did I write correctly? Sorry guys. I have made a mistake here maybe. Wait, this is 8 centimeter. He was an object for this 4. Correct. Image. Okay, for the third case, what happened? He is an object. I2. Final image is I. Object distance is almost 6 centimeter. 4. So 4V by U, which tells you 4 divided by 6. 2 by 3. So M3 is equal to 2 by 3 plus 2. What is overall magnification then? The overall magnification is given by M0 is equal to M1 is how much? Minus 1 by 3 into plus 3 into plus 2 by 3. So 3 gets cancelled. You are going to get M0 is equal to minus 2 by 3. M0 is equal to minus 2. So the combination of this mirror, combination of this lens, when image is formed, the magnification of that image is minus 2 by 3. You can define the nature. Negative sign indicates image is inverted. At this point I am talking. Image is inverted. At point I, image will be inverted. Correct now? 2 by 3 indicates you got diminished image because it is less than 1. Negative sign indicates the image is becoming inverted. This is what magnification. Then another question is asked. What is that? Find the height of the image. Okay? We can calculate height now. How to calculate height? M0 is equal to Hi by Ho. I can write like this. M0 is equal to Hi by Ho. So M0 is equal to Hi by Ho means what is the height? Ho is equal to 9 cm. Ho is equal to 9 cm. So Hi will be equal to M0 into Ho. That is M0 is minus 2 by 3 into minus 2 by 3 into plus 9 cm. 3 1s are 3 3s are. This will become minus 6. So height of the image is minus 6 cm. I told you for magnification 2 by 3 means height of the image will be 6 cm when height of the image of object was 9 cm. Thank you guys.